Welcome back to the channel. We're doing our top 5 signings of the summer with some honourable mentions sprinkled in the mix.
Here he is, Mr. Honourable Mention himself.
Mate. You know we love it. Who's going to be at the bottom? Who's going to be at the top? Will we be right? Will we be wrong?
I'll be right, you'll be wrong.
Maybe. Let's find out. Right, kicking things off then, big man. You give me your number 5, please, sir.
This is signings, isn't it? Yeah.
It is signings.
Just checking it wasn't flops.
Not yet.
My number 5 is Tonali at Newcastle.
Okay.
I think he is a brilliant player. I think he could be massive for them. I think the midfield's decent anyway with Bruno and Jolinton in there.
Yeah.
But I think he just brings in a little bit extra. I thought he was going to be like a DM, but he's pushing forward a bit more, isn't he?
Yeah, a little bit. I think they're all playing a similar sort of role, really.
I think,
aren't they?
especially when the Champions League starts, I think obviously his experience in Europe and stuff could be massive for them. And,
definitely.
Massive sign. Like, I think probably could get in, other than City, he probably gets in every other midfield in the league, maybe not Arsenal.
Yeah, do you know what? I do really like him, and I thought it was an exciting signing. But there's been, do you remember when he first signed, you said about him coming off the plane, and you were like, oh, he just didn't look like he wanted to be there. There's been a couple times I've watched him, and I think in particular it got highlighted in the last game. Yeah. He was at fault. It was a poor clearance out, and then they scored from it. I think it was that one where maybe Pope made the mistake or something.
So
I can't remember.
You think he did that because he's not happy?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying I don't know if he's 100% committed.
Yeah, I get it.
But we'll see.
I think it's early doors. I just think
it's a good shout.
You can see he's a quality player. I just think
yeah,
it's going to take him time to settle, and he's not, he's not putting up any trees, but he's not doing himself an injustice. So I think he'll grow, and I think he'll be a quality player.
Big shout.
I don't know how old he is though. He's one of them I just don't.
I think
have
he's mid-20s. I think.
Right. Okay. But yeah, I think it could be a massive signing for them.
Yeah, like it. Right, I'll give you my number 5 then. My number 5 is Alanga.
Alanga.
Yeah, Alanga, mate. When Nottingham Forest signed him, I was like, that's actually a pretty decent signing.
Yeah, it's a good sign for them. Definitely.
I saw flashes of him at United, and I was like, he looks like he's got the ability. I just think he'd be a massive signing for him. Obviously, losing Johnson, I know they play opposite sides, but I think he's had sprinkles off the bench, and he's looked class. I think he's had 1 goal, 1 assist so far. Yeah, I know it's obviously early doors.
That's what I was going to say. He could easily go on to have a really good career for them, but it could be a little bit of recency bias. Like he's done something, because a lot of players go in, they do something quick, and then they never do anything again. Like look at I was going to say Lingard, but he didn't really do it, did he, at Forest?
No.
But players sometimes just go in and then just don't build.
Yeah, possibly, but
he could be right.
I think he's going to be a big player for him. And
he linked up with our boy Wow.
Yeah, exactly,
Awani. Times, only,
so yeah, and I think he got. Didn't he get assist for Chris Wood, or is it for Awani?
He's got a goal and assist already.
But no, he looks good, and he's getting into positions where he can score a lot of goals.
Yeah, he's rapid as well.
Right, who's your number 4 then, sir?
My number 4 is Aston Villa player.
Oh,
it's Diaby.
Nice.
I rate this guy massively. I must admit, I've heard his name in Germany and stuff for Leverkusen, but I've not really seen much of him.
Yeah,
but mate, he's just quality. I just love how direct he is, and he's just proper one of those wingers that just gets at the player. He just pace.
He's a bit of a funny one. He plays it all across.
Yeah,
feels like he just plays all across.
He's basically been playing up top with Watkins a lot of the time, hasn't he?
Yeah, it feels like
he'd be great wide. I think he could play him left, right, and through the middle, and even in the 10. I think he's going to get. I think he got about. I don't know. Off the top of my head, it was 15 goals, 15 assists last season, something like that.
I don't think it was that high. I think it was more like 10 assists, 12 goals or something.
Oh, something like that. Yeah, but not bad returns. He's another one I don't have an age on. Is he 24?
He's young. He's got 2 goals and assists so far this season.
I just think play with better players. I think it will bring on more for him, and I think he'll.
I think having that free roam as well might.
Yeah, and again, another one who's got experience in Europe that would be it could be massive for them going into Europe.
Yeah, but some of these players just need to be able to express themselves. Like if they haven't got that skill and talent, mate. They just when managers like right, just do you.
Yeah.
Show me what you got.
Yeah.
We've got players all over the season at the minute that. Giving that little bit of free roam.
Yeah, exactly.
Look how good they are.
Well, the thing is, he's just pure pace, and players with pure pace that actually have any product are a nightmare to play against. You ask any defender, you don't want to play against that.
Exactly.
So I think he will. Yeah, I think he's going to have a big season.
Yeah,
really excited. He's just one of the players you like watching, isn't he?
That's it. I mean, the Prem needs these at the minute, especially with Saudi leagues.
Saudi's doing all the players,
like your Salahs, Kanes, and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of big players. You need every big league needs some big players. And,
yeah, of course.
I mean, I'm not saying he's one of them, but he's got the ability to become one. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Now I like it. Big shout, mate. Well, my number 4 is your boy
Szoboszlai, my boy.
I was having him in 4th and 3rd, but I put him in 4th. I think he's the player Liverpool definitely needed. In terms of your midfield, I know you really like McAllister. I'm still yet to be convinced of him as a Liverpool player.
That's fair enough.
Endo has got. He's a little bit of a whip here, and he's about. But Szoboszlai looks like he's got a bit of all of it.
Szoboszlai, mate.
Good dribbler, can score a goal. And he's got talent, mate. So yeah, I think he's gonna be a big signing for you. I think he's gonna have a big season.
I won't speak too much about him because he might be in my list. Shock. Spoiler alert.
Well, you can speak about him, mate, and then obviously if you get to him, you can just be like, well, obviously I've addressed it.
Yeah, mate. You know how much I literally rate him. Like in pre-season, I must admit, first couple of games, I was like, he doesn't look great.
Need to bed then.
And then like literally first league game, I was like, this guy's got it all. You know, you just see a player and you just say he's got it. Like he didn't like do anything amazing, but you just see it all the way he touches the ball, his vision. That's like he was trying things and seeing things that didn't necessarily come off, but he just got it. He just reminds me of like a Gerrard that's more technical. Like he gets around the pitch, he's got a nasty side, like he does the odd foul, like, you know, like pulling people back for a yellow card and stuff. Like, I know it sounds stupid, but we haven't had players like that. Like you need players like that. Like you do, man. Like
I'm just saying. It's more that I don't know. You didn't have any players like that. Your Milners and Hendersons.
Well, Milner's.
But get a yellow card for the play about each game.
Like, I don't know. You just need a little bit of rough and tumble, don't you? And
no, it's definitely a good.
But
element to the game.
He's got everything. Like he can get the ball from deep and drive forward. Like his passing range is brilliant. His shooting's brilliant. His set pieces, like his corners and free kicks, are brilliant. Like I can't wait for him actually to have a free kick from range that he can hit. He's not had one yet. But the fact that they've let him start taking corners and free kicks already, when you'd think Trent would just have them all.
Well, that's it.
Obviously shows how much they rate his. Yeah. So yeah, mate. I think he's got an assist from a corner already. He got his first goal the other day.
Yeah, goal and assist.
Great technique. Yeah, great technique that was. He's just got it all. Like I say, he just reminds me of Gerrard. Like we haven't had a player like that. And you see, he's got the Gerrard's number. He's got 8, obviously.
Okay, yeah.
Right. But he, like Gerrard, like he like loved Gerrard like growing up, and it's like one of his idols.
There you go, mate.
Cool. So we've gone from Gerrard to Keita to Szoboszlai. So hopefully this is the one.
Stopgap for Keita.
hopefully this is the one. But yeah, mate, I love him, honestly. I can see him being my favourite player like very soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll wait to see him on the back of one of your shirts because that's the confirmation we need.
DH Gate.
Yeah. So who's your third then, mate? Because you did.
So my third?
Hopefully it's Szoboszlai.
No, it's not, no. My third is Declan Rice.
Okay.
Obviously silly money.
Yeah.
But I think it's one of them where I don't know how much of a difference he will make for Arsenal.
Yeah.
But he does make them stronger, and I just think he's brilliant. I think he will be one of their better players. But I think, basically, I can't see them hitting the heights they did last season. So I feel like everyone else is going to come down. Declan Rice is going to be up there, but the rest of the team aren't going to. So people might go, "Oh, he's not made a difference," because I don't think they're going to get as close as they did.
Well, but carry on.
It's them not hitting the heights they did last season, where they had to win it last season. That was the chance.
Well, this is why he's not in my top 5.
Oh, he's not in your 5. Wow.
Because 1, I think he's a great signing. 2, I think there's too much money. Like, obviously, I'm taking everything into the factored into it.
Yeah.
3, I don't feel like he was a massive upgrade. Some of these players that are coming in, they're big upgrades to the void they were filling.
So you're saying you don't think he's a massive upgrade on Xhaka?
I'm comparing him to Partey because he's playing Partey's role. So
I don't think
I get
where you're coming from.
Well, last season, how many people was he in the conversation? I know he's obviously at West Ham, but he wasn't in the conversation for one of the best defensive midfielders in the league. Partey was.
Oh, he was. In my eyes, he was.
Well, we spoke about it. Your top 3 wasn't. He wasn't in there.
When was that? You got this on record?
Yeah.
Well, who's my top 3? Who's my top 3?
It was Rodri, Partey, and
I don't think I ever said that.
There was someone else. Who was it?
I don't think that was me. You must have had a special guest in me.
Who was it?
Must be on holiday.
Oh, Casemiro. So you can eat my shit because I know you're right as well.
No, I don't know if
they were the top 3.
That was your top 3.
No, that was a conversation. You can go back watch all our videos. I encourage all of you fans out there to go back.
You're going through me right.
But yeah, he wasn't in that conversation. He might have been 4th, 5th.
I think he was.
Okay. Regardless, he's not a massive upgrade. For 105 million, why are you upgrading? Why are you not going out and getting a striker? Why are you not going out with another better centre back? Why are you not going and getting out a sub right winger? Because Saka's like bleeding and dry.
Jesus again.
I will.
You've got a vendetta against him.
105 million to spend. And you go buy another defensive midfielder. Yeah, it was all right.
Going after him again.
That's fine, mate.
Mate, I think
he walked it past Maguire and fucking Evans. Mate, I'm not going to give him a medal for that.
No, that's true. No, mate, Rice is quality.
I'm not saying he's not quality.
I know.
I like him.
So you're basically
my argument. That's my
argument. Your
argument
is you don't think he's not going to live up to the price tag.
No, not necessarily that. My argument is that it's too much money. And Arsenal didn't. He wasn't a massive upgrade. So I feel like in my top 5 list, there's players that deserve a top 5 position over him.
I'm hearing you on that.
I know a lot of people will be like, Alanga over Rice, yeah.
I feel
15 million to 105 million. But what the impact it has on the team.
Yeah, I get that.
You just said it yourself.
No, I understand that. But what I'm saying is, the money thing only comes into it if you don't think they're going to live up to that price. And I think he will live up to that price tag. Because... I think he's top player. Like,
I think he's a top player.
If you said to me, right, you can cherry pick,
he will be one of the signings of the season.
Yeah,
but he's not in my top 5 for them reasons.
If you said to me, because I'm not going to sit here and say, right, oh yeah, I wanted Szoboszlai, and you know how good Szoboszlai was. Obviously now I'm buzzing with it, but if you said to me before the window opened, you can choose any midfielder in the world to come in for Liverpool,
you would have Rice.
Listen. I would have taken things like age into it and things like that. I wouldn't go. I could go get Modric, but it's going to last 2 years, a year. Right, do you know what I mean? So my top 2 would have been Bellingham 1, Rice 2.
Yeah,
generally because he's at a great age. He's done it he's proven it in the league we're in.
Yeah,
I think he's still got so much potential and high ceiling.
That's fine. I appreciate it. But again, okay, right, this is a new argument then. If you had signed him, he'd be in my top 5 because you needed a defensive midfielder. My argument is Arsenal didn't need a defensive midfielder.
Interesting. Yeah, you're really rating Partey, aren't you? Yeah, fair enough.
So I'm not necessarily rating Partey, but he was one of the best defensive midfielders in the league.
Yeah.
So why, if you look at Arsenal's team last season, probably their best players were Saka, Saliba, Partey and Martinelli.
Yeah.
So why would you then go strengthen one of them positions? You strengthen around them. You build around your best players. Well, I still think
when he stops flapping around with his
I agree. He should be playing the 8.
That's a great midfield.
I've said that already, to Matt and stuff. But
yeah, no, interesting. But yeah, for me, I think he'll live up to it. I think he'll go on to be. I think him and Bellingham are literally going to drive England forward.
Yeah, Bellingham's just different gravy.
I think the 2 of them are, going to be fantastic for England. And yeah, I really rate him, so I'm going.
That's fine. I'll take it.
He's my third.
I will take it. My third.
I've just realised who you're going to have in your list over Rice. It's really funny.
Well, I'll have an argument for it, so it's fine. Diaby is my third. We're not going to go too much into it because obviously we've spoken about him already. I think he's top talent. And yeah, so second.
You go because I've just.
Oh, you want me to go straight in second? Yeah. Okay, I'll go for my second is James Ward-Prowse.
I knew it. Yeah. After you started saying about Rice not being in yours, I was like, I know he's got James Ward-Prowse in there.
Do you know what?
Okay, so tell me why, other than the fee, and I've got an argument against the fee.
That's fine.
Other than the fee, why are you having him over Rice?
Because
top 5 and to 2
again, that's West Ham needed to replace him. I'd argue that Alcaraz is more a replacement for Rice.
Yeah.
But the West Ham, just as that subject, the 3 players they bought for Rice's money, you'd have them over Rice probably every day of the week because it's a better squad depth.
Yeah,
they've replaced their whole midfield with one player. But James Ward-Prowse, we said it before. He's been a struggling Southampton team for years now, and he's been their best player every season.
Yeah, for sure.
He scores free kicks after free kicks. He gets assists after assists, and now he's in a team like West Ham. They're a big, powerful team who love scoring. Most of their goals come from crosses or set pieces, and he's a set piece mastermind. It costs 30 million?
Yeah. But how old is he?
27, 28?
27.
Yeah, it's 27, 28.
I feel like it's 28.
Okay, 28. So he's still got 4 or 5 years of his prime as a midfielder. He's a clever midfielder. He's good defensively. He's good at pushing forward. He can score goals. And he's got 3 assists and a goal. No other West Ham players ever got a goal assist 3 games in a row.
Really?
Yeah.
That's mad.
But James Ward-Prowse has. No,
mate, I rate him and he is unbelievable what he does. I've said it before. I think he's the best free kick taker in the world. One of the best penalty takers in the world. He's his corners unbelievable. He's one of the best set piece.
And West Ham needed
in the world. Yeah, I 100% agree. But just for me, going back to Rice, I would rather, if I'm Arsenal, for West Ham it's different because they need to.
We're not comparing Arsenal and West Ham. We're comparing the player and the signing. Signing.
But for what Arsenal needed,
they didn't need a Rice.
Yeah, they did.
They needed someone to take
them to the next level, didn't they?
Yeah, but
someone to take them to the next level.
Yeah, but then you go buy a fucking £80 million. You go buy a £80 million striker who's going to score you 25 goals, other than 10. That Rice doesn't.
You're harsh on him.
Hang on. We can rewind 10 minutes. You literally just said, I don't think Rice takes him to the next level. They were your words.
But what I mean is, you're buying Rice at 24 and his ceiling is up here.
Oh no, yeah.
Ward-Prowse doesn't improve at all. Or
yeah, but you know the player you're getting.
Yeah, I
that's
get
why
that.
You're paying 30 million to 105.
Rice hasn't proved it. He's proved it.
Again,
returning to Rice.
That's fine. Yeah, exactly. The argument is the signing. West Ham needs to replace Rice.
In the comments, let us know. Who would you prefer in your team, Rice or Ward-Prowse?
That's not the argument.
There's a bite. Right, moving on.
Yeah, moving on. Okay, Rice my second. Rice, Ward-Prowse my second.
That was a quick turnaround.
You've changed my mind.
So yeah, I could convince him to do anything.
No.
Yeah, so my number 2 is Bosley, the boy.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Probably a bit Liverpool biased, to be fair, but I think he can be. I think he can have an unreal career for us. Do you know how old he is?
I'd say 23, 24?
22.
Okay.
He's got well at his feet. I honestly think he'd be so good for us. I think he can play in so many positions. I think.
But I've heard you talk.
One more thing. I think if Klopp never does it, but I'd love us to go for a 4-2-3-1, especially now we have no proper DM.
We can't do that with your inverted.
I don't know about that. Really. So you'd have 4, you'd have 2. So like say Gravenberg and McAllister, and then the 3, he'd be the 10 behind Nunez. I think that could absolutely.
Right, give me a number 1 then, big man.
Well, it's obvious, isn't it?
Who?
It's Big Maddo, isn't it?
Big Madison, mate.
Big Madison.
Yeah, I am.
James
Big Madison
the
as
man,
well.
Madison.
I mean, what can you say about him, mate?
I mean, I must admit, he was top player at Leicester playing in a struggling team, and he carried them for a couple of seasons when Vardy come off of it a bit. But I didn't expect, and it's still early days, it might not keep it up, but I didn't expect him to just transition into a team like that.
Yeah, he's hit the ground running.
And he looks unbelievable. Everything you do goes through him. Everything.
Like, he is literally the heartbeat.
Sensational footballer. Like, technically he's unbelievable. I just cannot get my head around that you had a free run at him for 40 million. Well, I thought he was 28. You told me the other last week he's 26.
Yeah.
That's the absolute
mental, mate.
Steal.
Peak.
It's a steal.
It's coming into it. It's still got
crazy.
room to grow.
Crazy.
No, 100%. He's been given that, like I said earlier, I touched on like players that are given that free license. He's literally, obviously he's been told what to do, but his movement, Basuma's obviously helping him. He fits that number 10 role completely. He's got so much technical ability. Him on the half turn, like his dribbling ability, his passing ability, 2 goals, 2 assists.
He's one of them. If
he stays fit,
he's a joy to watch. He's one of them players that he's 1 or 2 steps ahead of everyone else. Yeah, like he has a picture in his head before everyone has even realised the ball's going anywhere near him. Yeah. Yeah, he's sensational. And how good do you think he is? Do you think he can get in this England team for the Euros?
I think he should be. It annoyed me the other night because I was like, why are they playing left wing?
Did he play
left? They played Bellingham more. I think Bellingham, watching it looked like Bellingham was playing more as a 10, a bit of a free role, which Maddison should have been in there. And I think he should have had Rice and Bellingham either side. I know it's difficult because Bellingham is playing more of a 10 for Real Madrid now.
Mate, you know
you don't play Maddison.
Mate, it's not rocket science. You know how much I don't like Gareth Southgate. It's not rocket science, is it, Gareth? You play Rice as a DM, you play Bellingham on the right side, box to box, and you play Maddison left box to box with a bit more of a free role. Yeah, it's not difficult. Come on, mate.
It's what Spurs are playing, isn't it? It's
you have to.
Same,
exactly.
Same role.
Play to his strengths.
Perfect. And we're playing. Fucking who are we playing? Ukraine. We couldn't do anything in the end product. Like, we had no end product, and it's the same old story for England. We just can't break teams down. No. And Maddison, Grealish, even Foden to an extent. Well, they're players that will pick a lot.
Right. But this is what I was going to say. Now, Rice and Bellingham were certs to start.
Yeah.
Rice plays CM. Bellingham was born to play box to box. That's your 2 dots. So you've got your left centre. So that Maddison-Foden battle. Now, Foden, when he played for City the other week, was better centrally, and I think he could be great centrally. Foden-Madison battle, I think he has to go with
that. For choice, really.
I think he has to go with that. And,
you got Eze
and he says
to
them, look, he goes, to be fair. He says to them too, and even them 3, if Eze has a mad one, right, I've got 1 more spot in my team for the Euros, who's going to get it? And whoever has a better season gets it. I think that's... Imagine the...
Yeah, but the problem is, you look at Maddison... Obviously, Ange's given him that confidence to play his way, and I don't think he's getting that say. That's why some players for club and country, they're just 2 different kettles of fish.
Yeah.
But yeah, forget England. Maddison, top signing, 40 million. People are talking about a steal. Like, it is a steal. In today's market, it's a steal.
Yeah.
£40 million. And you say about a free roam, I think it basically was Newcastle and Spurs were like out and out. But United, everything. Imagine turning down Maddison for Mount. Mental.
We'll be featuring in a video very soon.
Slightly different styles, but they're not far off each other in terms of how they play. But 40 million, Newcastle wanted him, but I think Maddison had sort of given a vibe off that he was leaning more to Tottenham, and that's when they went and got Tonali.
But it was only really you and Newcastle, wasn't it?
That's what I mean.
Like United or anyone.
Any Premier League team behind strikers, he was the most creative player in the league. He's got the most goals and like goals contribution. I can't remember the exact stat, but it was mental. You look at it since like 2000. I can't remember the year.
Like 15.
I think he got 10 goals, 11 assists or something.
Like that.
But for a relegated Leicester.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But it really baffles me that we weren't in for him, because we were in for Mount and we didn't have it. Not a word of Maddison.
Mental.
Really bizarre.
There's talk about his attitude, but I think if anything, he's got a bit of a good attitude.
No, I love what he did with the corner.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's got a bit of personality.
Sometimes players just don't fit, and obviously.
Well, I mean, all the better for us, mate. I'm happy.
Mate, if I was you, I'd be like half class full.
It's so exciting.
Can you imagine if you kept Kane and had Maddison?
No.
Like, I'd probably cry myself to sleep most nights about that.
Maddison said it. He was like, I'm a bit disappointed. Basically, like he was looking forward to playing with Kane. Yeah, you would,
mate. He would have,
because they would have got bags of goals together.
Maddison would have got 25 assists.
Well, he got a couple of assists at that game where Kane scored 4 or 5, didn't he, against the Ukrainian team, Shakhtar.
But
Maddison, top player, mate.
I don't think anyone will argue with that.
I don't think you can.
I don't think anyone can.
Provided he doesn't get injured for 6 months, he's hands down going to walk that position. Yeah. And if we get to the end of the season and he doesn't, I'll eat your head.
Yeah.
Like, come on, let's get into our honourable mention, sir. You love an honourable mention. We'll bash through them quickly. Get a little jib jab. How many have you got for me? I've got 3.
I haven't got any, mate, because I'm not a hoarder. You've got a problem.
I'll check them out.
You need to go to
I'll give you one that I'm like,
hi, my name's James, and I'm addicted to honourable mentions.
I love an honourable mention. Right, my first honourable mention.
Go on.
Mr. Archer for Sheffield United.
Yeah, all right.
I feel like if they have any possibility of staying up, he's going to have a lot of fingers in that pie.
That could be mine as well, because I did think about it.
All right, and the next two a bit, I'm really throwing it out there. I could be shot in the foot for this.
Go on.
First one, Tyler Adams at Bournemouth. I feel like the way they're playing, like attacking wise, he's going to be pivotal as a defensive midfielder. If they play him as in that 6, I feel like he's going to have a massive role for him, and he'll go unnoticed until like halfway, and people are like, "Oh, Bournemouth looked all right." Tyler Adams pulling the strings in the middle. That's a shout. Last one, Big Bento, my boy.
Who?
Bento.
Oh, the Everton guy.
Everton boy.
Yeah, grip,
man. I don't know. I feel what. I feel there's something about him. Is he going to keep
him up and save you? Is he?
He's going to say me. That's whatever.
Yeah, you do, mate. Every
they're my
week
second team.
They are generally every week. You're like,
now I think if they need goals. We've said it for seasons now, but I think Bento. Obviously, this is all based off a few highlights and watching him play one game, and the cup game. I just feel like it's a bit about him. He throws his weight around. He's got a bit of speed.
Throws his booty around.
Yeah, you love his booty, mate. And then
go
big
on.
Fan.
I'll throw you one more then.
Go on, throw me one more, mate.
Jeffrey Lerma for Palace.
Okay.
I thought it was a great signing.
Yeah, he's a good Palace.
From Forest, sorry. And he started really well. I think he's a good player. I think he will give them the more stability for the others to go and play Reze's and stuff. So I'm going to go with that one, because you're forcing me into a corner, so let's go for it.
Love it. Right, guys, let us know in the comments who your top 5, or just your singular. Yeah. It doesn't have to be a top 5.
Let us know.
Give us a top 5. It makes it nicer.
Who's the better player, Rice or Ward-Prowse?
Make sure you like and subscribe.
One gets in the England team, one gets kept out by Calvin
Different positions, mate. Right.
See you later, guys. Cheers.
Take care.